Hi everyone, I am Rajesh Kumar. I am having close to 16 plus years of experience in DevOps, SRE and DevSecOps. I have worked with more than 12 software organizations around the globe. I would like to introduce you all a DevOps School's flagship certification program in DevOps, SRE and DevSecOps. This program will get started in the weekends, so get enrolled. Please contact us on the phone number given on the screen, and in fact you can email us on the contact@DevOpsSchool.com. It says git plus bash. Bash, you know that, right? All of you. Bash, you know that, right? Hello?
I don't know git bash.
Bash. So in Linux, whatever the command you run, you run on the shell. Okay. Human interact with the machine. Machine means Windows machine or Linux machine or Mac machine, whatever the machine. Interact with the shell. So in Linux, we have a multiple shell like a C shell, corn shell, Barney shell and all. And one of the popular shell which you are using is bash. So shell is a software on top of your Linux machine. Now in Windows, we have a PowerShell. Okay. So these are the shell. We interact with the shell. But yeah, you have a UI also. That is a console, we call it. It's up to you to use it. So here, git bash means you will get a shell of bash, but in Windows. That means because you have a bash shell, you can run basic Linux command in Windows. Yes. So in Windows itself, using the git bash, you can run the basic Linux command. Not every command you can run, but basic. For example, this is the one. And many other commands also. I'm just giving you them. So here, yes, coming back to the things, git bash, you can run a git command also. So which git I have installed. It's I think 2. This one. Or if you don't like the git bash, you can go for the command line also. The in Windows command line. Where's the command line? Open up actually. This is the git -version. See here. So if you don't like, you can use this one also. You can use a PowerShell also. That's not a problem. Okay. So this is something which you have to do that. In Linux, if you want to install it, yum install git, or Ubuntu yum install. First command will work for the CentOS or RHEL. This command will work for the Ubuntu Debian. So this is the first thing you have to do that. Okay. Now you will say, Rajesh, do we have any UI tool for working with it? So I would suggest you don't touch UI until you get very familiar with command line. Okay. Until you get very familiar with the command line. Why? Because conceptually you need to understand Git. Otherwise, if you get into the UI, it will be, you will get the work done, but conceptually you'll not understand. So UI is good for the branching and merging, but not for learning the Git and stuff. Okay, now where is the UI tool? So one of the UI tool, if I suggest you, then you can use source tree. Okay, this is the one, which is a dedicated UI tool has been designed for the Git. But nowadays developers use this IDE plugin itself. IDE plugin means whichever the IDE you are using, install the Git inside that and use it. For example, if you're using Eclipse, use that. If you're using Visual Studio Code and all, so use that plugin Git, and Git will be, you will be able to get install the plugin, and then Git automatically will come all the features. So it's up to you. Okay, so plan for it. The demo which I'm showing you in the Git bash. Okay, why? Because I like the commands. Let me tell you, the commands, not even 0% will be different in Linux and Windows. All commands, whatever I'm teaching you, will be same for all operating systems. Okay, so this is the first step, you have to do that. Now, step number 2, create a repository. This is the step number 2 you have to do. So what I will do, this is my git bash, and I'll go to the C drive. How do I go? Like this, root and C. I have a C drive. I think I don't have a D drive. Yeah. And many people, what they do, I'll tell you the mistakes. Simply they log into the git bash and create a repo. So when you go and log into the git bash, I mean login means not login actually, start the git bash and create a repo. So when you create a repo, what files you will be adding, versioning, these files, which is located in C drive. Do you really want to version all this file? Do you? No, of course not. So create some empty directory. So here for this mkdir, let's say today I'll call it Saturday, cd Saturday. I created a directory, I got into the here, and finally so where I am, start dot. See, this is Explorer, it's empty, right? So keep it in empty directory. And here I'll create one repository directory, one more repo, because I need multiple repository and I don't want to change the directory here. So this is the path. So you can see the location here, and right now I'm in empty directory. So what to do? So now create a repo. How? Git init. Just please read this message. Where is your repo? Look at it very carefully. And now what is this? So this is called branch master. So I'll discuss about the how to branch, how to branch, and how to merge as a branch, how to resolve the conflict and all stuff like that. So, but by default you work in one branch which is called master. I did not do anything. The moment you create a repository, you'll start working on the branch called master. In SBN, if you know that, we used to call it main, and in Perforce, if you have worked with it, we used to call it depot, but here we call it a master. By the way, if you are using the latest version of Git, very latest, this has been renamed to main. I repeat, main. Don't get confused. Main, master, both are same actually. So we created a repository. This is the .git. Now, if you see this .git, it will be hidden actually. So for many of people, this directory will not be displayed. So you'll say Rajesh has taught me something which I'm not getting. Actually, you have to enable this view actually. Go to this option, view, and show hidden files, folders and all. Click OK, and then you do it. Then you see that. So don't get confused. So this is your repository. Okay, see here. It's empty Git repository. This is your repository. So that is done. So after this step number 3, you have to do what? Write a code. Write a code in the same place. How do I write a code? So start dot explorer. I'm going to write a code. This is my code. File1 dot java, and this is the code. This is my code 1, code 2. Don't laugh, this is really my code. I'm writing. I spent a lot of time, a lot of days writing this code, and this is my code I wrote. But this, like this, it will take lots of time. So second time I will write like this, creating this code. Touch command I'll use it. Okay, so touch 3. Oh, sorry, 2 times I did. No problem. And 3. So now see, here you have 2 lines. This is empty. This is empty. This is my code actually. So write a code. This is also done. Now step number 4, add a code to Git. How to add it? How to add it? So I'll just show you one by one. Clear the screen. Okay, so clear the screen. Here Git status. So let me add one by one. Clear the screen. My Git bash is little slow from last few days. Git add file1.java and enter. Okay, so here I added a file. Okay, this is done. Now after this, I'm going to commit a file to Git. Now we'll say, Rajesh, I'm committing a file. That means versioning a file. So when I'm versioning the file or committing a file, where is the information which I'm giving about who are you? Correct? Because who should be committing that information you should be giving at least, right? And why you are committing this file? You should give the reason for it. So because every time we work in the local repository, you don't need the user ID and password. It's just like a local repository. So what is needed? So this is the one-time activity which we have to do for every time. And that means set your name, git config user.name Rajesh Kumar and git config user.email DevOps Rajesh Kumar.xyz. Okay, this is the stuff. Understood? So now this is the information you just to set only one time. Okay, for each repository you'll set one time. Now because there's no user ID and password because of local, so just set this one time. So let's go for running this command, enter and enter. Now I want to see that whether it's added or not. So this is the command you will check, run this. By the way, I have so many entries, so just ignore it. Just look at the last one. See here. Understood all of you?
Yes.
So now I did one thing, and after that last thing, commit a file to Git. How do I commit the file? Clear the screen. So here I'm going to commit the file git commit -m first commit. This is the first commit. So remember this word, whatever I'm committing the file, it's going here only in the local repository. .git. Done. You see here. Remember that 2 lines I inserted to code, one file change, which is a file.1. So this is the commit of file, and after that, step number 6, view a version. View a version. How do I see that? So you see that git log. Okay, and git log. Now let's answer this question. Who committed the code? Rajesh Kumar. What is why he has committed? When he is committed? And what and where? Git show this command. Enter. See what he has committed. He has committed this code. Where is committed? In the root locations. So this information you have version. That means whatever the file you modify in the file1.java, you versioned in the Git. So next 10 times also you will modify this code. So what you will do? Add, commit, add, commit. Write a code, add, commit. Write a code, add, commit. And this you will continue till you want to version the files, and then you will see the some of the versions of it. Are you understanding all of it?
Yes.
If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video.
Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest.
Thanks for watching.